Jean-Claude Juncker, the new president of the European Commission, announced his team today. And what is striking, particularly in the economic portfolios, is that they almost exclusively went to Christian Democrats, Tories, and liberals. The socialists, the center-left in Europe, who's been arguing now for months, if not years, that the EU has been too focused on austerity and not enough focus on growth and flexibility, literally got one job, and that is Pierre Moscovici. It is the most important job. He is the former French finance minister. It is the economic affairs portfolio. But he will now be overseen by two vice presidents who are both in economic affairs. That is Jyrki Katainen, the former Finnish prime minister, who has a reputation throughout the crisis, both as a finance minister and then later as prime minister, as being one of the toughest on austerity within the Eurozone. And Valdis Dombrovskis, who is the former Latvian prime minister, again, took his country through one of the toughest austerity programs in all of the EU at the outset of the crisis, and two of the men who are most closely associated with austerity policies. Even surrounding him in other portfolios in the economic area surrounding Moscovici, you have Jonathan Hill, the Tory peer who's getting financial services, again, a Tory center-right. You're getting the energy commissioner from Spain, Cañetas, who is center-right. You're getting the even social affairs, which is traditionally seen as the purview of the socialists, is going to a Belgian Christian Democrat, Thyssen. So almost everywhere you look, you're getting Christian Democrats or Tories. So you're getting a economic team that, other than Moscovici, is very center-right, with a strong group of people who push austerity, free trade, and deregulation. And I think what you're going to see is a lot of anger amongst Europe's center-left, which in many elections had been ascendant, particularly in Italy, where Matteo Renzi, the Italian prime minister, had really become the Eurozone's big star. Lord Hill's appointment is by far the biggest surprise to come out of this announcement. He might have a tough confirmation hearing in the European Parliament, but if he gets through, this is a major win for David Cameron, but also a big victory for the City of London. I think what you have is policies that are enacted are going to look similar to what happened over the last 5 years. But because of concerns by countries like Britain, like the Netherlands, he's been very clever in giving those who are, if not Eurosceptic, at least Euro-suspicious, very big, powerful jobs. Jonathan Hill, the Brit, gets financial services. This Frans Timmermans job is a clear message to that group. Here is a man from a government that within the Eurozone is the most arguably Euro-suspicious out there. The government that had pushed most hardest for a restructuring of the European Commission to make sure they are focused and not issuing regulations and legislation on a wide range of issues that they believe belong with the member state. And Juncker made that very clear in his press conference today. He wants a narrowly focused commission to respond to the calls for change that came out of the European elections in May. I'm Peter Spiegel, Brussels Bureau Chief, Financial Times.